Hey traders, Nick Shaheen here looking at Petrobras. PBR is a ticker, not so much for trading it, but for sentiment and a mini lesson on levels and what not to chase in the news. So this is today's action, basically. What is this? 60-minute candles. So every candle is 1 hour. Peaked during or close to CNBC halftime report, where one of the Nigerians highlighted the fact that there was unusual call option activity for next week, I think it was, at 1750. So double check that fact, the 1750 part in next week. But that was the spirit of it, that he was going to be in short term. So I'm pretty sure a lot of retail people just piled in. I had an open. As soon as I saw that, I sold the call. I placed I opened the order to sell the calls. It didn't fill because I was busy in the chat room, but I did share it in the chat room, and I said, I'm trying to sell against that call. So in other words, I said sold to you, and not because I wanted to go against CNBC. Sometimes they get these things right. The point here is to do your homework before you chase somebody else's opinion, especially when it's short-term like this. So this is a short-term chart. So let me zoom out to a daily. Whoops. 1 day. And this chart should have told me not to start long when they were talking about it. Price was up here when they were talking about it. Okay. So why wouldn't I go long? Because of at least 4 reasons. I'm looking at 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This has been a fail level for the past year. Is this a year? This is a year. Okay, for probably more than a year. So clearly, this is not the place to start longs. And usually, the chart should be able to tell you that, or at least give you thought to wait out a few candles. So this is where they started talking about it, exactly where it failed before, close to this failure level, close enough to this failure level, collection of failures. Look at this one here, and this one here. Clearly, this is a resistance zone until they take it out. So that's how necklines come out. So I don't short it every time. At least I don't start to go long. That's the least I can do. Plus, this could have been a breakout from this neckline. This looks like a cup and handle-ish. The neckline, they attacked it, and then they finally broke out of it. This also looks like a nice ABC move off the bottom. So if you were lucky enough to catch the bottom here, you had a burst, and then you had a second burst that actually extended itself. So back into the failure zone. All right. So this is why you have to do your own homework and not just chase. And what happened since then? So let me see here if I can show you a different chart somewhere else. I have it in a different window. So I'm going to bring it in here. Whoopsies. Come on. There we go. Sorry, I'm crossing 2 monitors, one of which is really high resolution that whacks everything out. So somewhere up here was the CNBC thing, and then boom. Obviously, my order didn't fill because it was on the verge of filling up here. I didn't change my ask, how much I want for selling the calls. So clearly, as it falls, my offer is way out of whack and it won't fill. But, moral victory and an opportunity to share knowledge on levels. So again, the moral of the story, not short everything they say, because that's not true. They have some good calls sometimes. But before I run after it, I have to look at the chart myself. And this would have been a clear, you know what? I think I missed this one. Let me sit it out and see what happens. All right, Nick signing out.